Okay, now we talk education in the program now. Before we talk health with the Manu people, we are talking about the HND and Bachelor and Master's defenses that happened at the Hiptex Mbangong Institute here in Yaoundé. And Robert Ewade was there for Cameroon Feeling.
Academic defenses, also known as thesis or dissertation defenses, are formal presentations and examinations of students' research work, typically for HND, bachelor's and master degrees. These academic defenses are organized by academic institutions according to established procedures. Hiptex is one of them with students of different departments.
Today, we're witnessing the master's defenses of Hiptex students. It should be noted that it's not only today, it started yesterday, and today we are about rounding up as far as the master's defenses are concerned. We had close to about 43 students who are defending their masters in the different departments. We had students in the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, masters in fashion, clothing and textile, masters in business administration, in management, masters in business administration, in human resource management, accountancy, marketing. We also had students who were defending their masters in educational administration and planning. And then what is so special this year is the two departments or the three departments, that is clinical psychology, masters in fashion, clothing and textile, and masters in journalism. These are masters programs that we have never run in this school. And it should also be noted that our masters in fashion, clothing and textile, we are virtually the first school that is running it as far as mentoring schools in the University of Bamenda is concerned.
The defense committee usually consists of faculty members with expertise in the different field of study. These defenses involve presenting the research findings, methodology, and conclusions to the committee of faculty members, who then question the students on their work.
Yeah, today I defended my dissertation titled The Effect of Remuneration on Workers' Productivity in Private Hotel Businesses in the Central Region of Cameroon, that's Yaoundé. So it was all about doing an investigation of how private hotel employees, how they get remunerated. Do they pay them on time? Do they pay them late? And if they pay them late, what are the recommendations I can give to the various organizations so that they should amend all of these problems? So I did my findings and I realized that most private hotels, they don't really pay their workers on time, even though they're in the private sector. Either they pay them late, and when it comes to bonuses, some of them don't give bonuses to their employees. I did my findings and I realized that most employees said they don't receive their pays on time, and even bonuses they don't receive on time. So I gave recommendations to the organization that in order to increase the productivity level of their employees, the best thing to do is to pay them on time and give them bonuses.
I was just like trying to portray on how what we consider as textile waste can be transformed to useful items like clothing, accessories, as you can see, and wall decorative items that can be hung in our homes to decorate our environment. And as such, it is going to help in eliminating some of this waste that is littered around the streets of our country.
Well, the defense, as you actually notice it, my candidate actually did a great job, because upcycling is what we have been lacking in this country to help create more jobs for the younger generation. Because you know there's a difference between upcycling and recycling. With upcycling, the properties of the material does not change, while in recycling the properties changes. So she has actually done a great job, and which is a masterpiece in the project.
The outcome is not much in doubt, as the reviewers need to provide a written review of the dissertation a month in advance.
The candidate did actually well because we were collaborating. I ensured I follow her up properly, gave her the necessary guide, and throughout the process. It was quite challenging because at times maybe they could have financial difficulties to actually go travel to the where they intend to get their data. So at times it's very challenging, but with the support of their family, relatives, and their determination, they're able to pull through and come up with something.
I work on the effect of school violence on borderline personality disorders of survivor for school violence, meaning that I was trying to investigate how can the violence done in school affect the mental health of students in secondary schools. How can it cause them to have low self-esteem? Those are the symptoms of borderline personality disorder. Low self-esteem, poor self-image, problem trustees, and problem maintaining relationships.
I presented on the topic administrative supervisory practices and the professional development of teachers, both private, public, and mission should be taken very importantly.
Successfully defending a thesis or dissertation is a crucial step towards graduation.
Oh, my topic was on women leadership styles and communication in the corporate sector, notably at CRTV and the hydrocarbons price stabilization, where I did my internship. So the plan was to elaborate on the various leadership styles that were used in both companies, so that whatever happens, you could improve on productivity in both companies. Because I realized, I stated that there were so many lukewarm participants or lukewarm personnel who did not put in the work as they should. Like from the one, you realize that there's a lot of enthusiasm when you're going to work or when you're beginning a new job, but with time, the energy started reducing and people were no longer as determined as they used to be.
Yeah, this is a very empowering exercise. Since the beginning of HND degree, now masters, I've never witnessed such. I can say this one is extraordinary. Hiptex, 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 and Hiptex. Hiptex for all. Here we have skills development. We empower, make students to realize their talents.
My topic for the master's defense was curriculum innovation and its impacts on students' academic performance. So I was on the field to carry out studies to see how the implementers of the curriculum are doing their job, which are teachers. So I carried my studies out on the civilian in Mana and the master's bilingual school at Mbala too.
I worked on project-based learning and students' academic performance. And my aim of working on this is because I notice in some secondary schools that project-based learning has been ignored. Teachers have decided to be using the traditional teacher-centered method of teaching, and this has made children or students to continue to work on crude method of studying like cramming and so on, and this one makes their retention rate to be slow.
Incentives has really been one of the strongest problem we have in all our organizations, in all organizations of life. As a human resource manager, I discovered that most bosses, most managers, most top administrators don't actually give the required incentives to their workers, and causing some of them not only to be lazy at the job site, they cause some of them not even to come to the job site, they cause even some of them to be moving out of our. We have been seeing the way Cameroonians are abandoning jobs and going out of the country today, just because they are not well motivated with their incentives at their job site. And for that reason, I decided to investigate in this work to actually see what is that thing that causes administrators not to actually motivate their workers well in their organizations.
Assuming a successful defense, the freshly minted HND, bachelor, or master degree holder can expect to share a few adult beverages with classmates and make a call home with the news.